Hey guys, Dwayne here. This is my 700-mile review for my RadRunner 2 electric bike from Rad Power Bikes in Seattle. If you didn't see my 200-mile review, that's okay. I will be covering pretty much the same stuff in this video, but I will leave a link to the 200-mile review down below. Okay, this is my bike. I have had it for 5 months. I have 700 miles on it. And I gotta tell you, I love this bike. Okay. Top speed with fully charged. I've added a second battery. Okay, so I run both batteries in parallel. With both batteries fully charged, top speed is now 22 miles per hour. And a lot of people are going to say that's not fast enough, but I'm not into speed. I don't care. It's fast enough for me, okay? And it is pretty fast on a bicycle. Okay? If you want an electric bike that does 50 miles per hour, then this is not for you, okay? Anyway, so it does 22 miles per hour with fully charged batteries. After a few miles, the top speed drops to 21 miles per hour. After a few more miles, 20 miles per hour. That's normal. That's perfectly normal, and it's fine. Okay. They might do that on purpose to give you longer distance. Okay. Speaking of distance, since I've added the second battery, I get 50 plus miles of range. I get tired before the batteries get tired. I've gone 50 miles, and that is a long time on a bike. Okay, so it's more than enough, and it's exactly what I wanted. I don't ever have to worry about running out of power. Okay, it is a single speed bike, and that's fine. They also make I think it's called the RadRunner Plus, which has 7 speeds, 7 gears for pedaling. That's fine. I have never felt the need or the desire to have more than 1 gear on this bike. Okay, but if that's your thing, then that's fine. I like the simplicity. I like less stuff on the handlebars. So that's me. And 700 miles, I have not had a flat tire. Okay, I did find a little bitty piece of wire sticking out of my tire one time. But no flat. Okay, what's the secret? These tires aren't that thick. They're not flat proof, but you can make them more flat proof by adding Mr. Tuffy tire liners. It's a thick, I think it's neoprene or some kind of plastic tire liner between the tire and the inner tube. I will show snapshots at the end of this video. Show you what I bought. Get it on Amazon. They're not cheap, but they're worth it. And also some type of tire slime. You put it in the inner tubes. It seals small punctures as you're riding. There are different kinds. I went with Flat Out brand because it was recommended on the electric bike forums. And yeah, 700 miles, no flats. That's all I've done is the tire liners and the Flat Out, and good to go. Because you don't want to be pushing your bike home. Okay. Something else I want to mention, the disc brakes. I love them. They work fantastic. 700 miles, they show very little wear. I have adjusted the back one just a little bit. because the hand grips, the one for the rear, seemed a little squishy. So I adjusted the thing on the back of the brake, and it brought the pads in closer or something. I don't know. It just works. The brakes work great. I did have to stop really quick one time because a small dog ran out in front of me, and no problem. The bike came to a stop. Did not. The tires did skid a little bit because I locked up the tires with the brakes, but the bike was very sturdy. I didn't feel like it was going to tip over. No chance of flying over the handlebars. Yeah, great bike, great brakes. I am very, very happy with it. One of my metrics for is this the bike I'm gonna be happy with? If this bike was stolen or totaled, I would buy the same bike again. Okay, so that says a lot. It's not like, if this bike was gone, I'd buy something else. No, I love this bike and I would buy it again. Upgrades that I did, upgrades from the company when I ordered the bike. I ordered the upgraded LCD display and the bigger headlight, the premium headlight. I'm very happy with both of those. The LCD display, yeah, I definitely love that. It was worth $100 to me. The headlight, it is better than the one that comes on the bike originally. It is an upgrade, but I don't ride at night, so I don't really need it. But, mods that I have done. The seat that comes on the RadRunner is unbelievably uncomfortable. I don't understand why they still use that seat, but whatever. The first thing I did to the bike was replace the seat with a Cloud9 seat. It's bigger, it's cushy, it's got springs, and also a suspension seat post that's got a spring in it. So you go like this. The bike doesn't have suspension, none at all. But with this seat and seat post combination and the big fat tires, it is a very comfortable ride. I'm very happy with it. I also replaced the throttle with a different one. This is kind of involved. You have to cut and solder wires to make this work, but I'm very happy with it. The milk crate for cargo, perfect. It's perfect for me. You know, it doesn't look all that sexy, but it's exactly what I want. It holds a lot of stuff, and yeah, I'm happy with the milk crate. It's just held on with zip ties. Lots of zip ties. I think I used eight zip ties. Anyway, and the last mod that I did to this was to add the second battery. Now this is very involved. I'm not going to do a how-to on how to add this battery because I'm not an expert. I was just making it up as I went along. I watched a lot of videos. I did my research. I asked questions, and I will show you what I bought to make this work. Once I had everything, I actually had the battery in the milk crate for a while, but I wanted to, it's like 10 pounds. I wanted to move the weight down, and there was all that room under the rear rack, and so I made it fit under there. I actually made a cardboard box around the battery to protect it, okay? And I spray painted the cardboard box black. And that is held under the frame by lots of Gorilla Tape and wide Velcro straps, and it's very solid. I've got a couple 100 miles on it since I added the second battery, and it's very solid. It just worked out. One thing I accepted when I started the battery project, I'm not an expert, I'm not an electrical engineer. I don't even really understand how these batteries work. But I accepted the fact that if I screwed it up, it could burst into flames. My bike could burn to the ground, okay? If I screwed it up, if I made a mistake. And that's something you need to think about when you're dealing with these lithium batteries, okay? Nothing bad happened, okay? I've been soldering for a long time. I'm not an expert, but I'm pretty good. So I did the soldering, I routed the wires, I bought a battery splitter. Yeah, with the battery splitter, okay, you could wire it to a switch, so you're either using one battery or the other. You can use one battery until it's dead, and then you switch to the other. I didn't do that because I want it simple. I just want it to work. I don't want to be switching batteries. And I was nervous about wiring the two batteries together. So there is a splitter. Some people call it a battery blender. It's got two inputs, battery in, and one outlet that goes to the motor. This makes it safer, so they say. And I guess it does. I don't really know. But yeah, that was $34 from China, and it works perfectly. And they say wiring it this way gives you more range. I don't know why. I don't understand that. It gives you more range than if you just hook the two batteries together, or if you just use one battery until it's dead and then use the other one. This battery splitter makes it better. Okay, like I said, I'm not an expert, but it works for me. Okay, that's all I have to share with you. 700-mile review. I love this bike. I recommend it. I would buy it again. And yeah, check out Rad Power Bikes in Seattle or online. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Peace out.